Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome again to another episode of Ask Your Doctors. It's a new year, and I know some of you are still celebrating, while some of you are looking forward to living up to their New Year's resolutions. So, some people want to make more money, some people want to be more disciplined with money, some people want to love better, some people want to live healthier. So today's episode is called A Healthier You in the New Year. This is Ask Your Doctors. Welcome. Now today, we have a good treat, as we always do, and we have a fitness enthusiast, Mr. Hanyane Baloyi. He graced us with his presence, and he's not hiding any of the fitness that we asked him to show you. So we have a good treat for the ladies out there. So yes, how's it, bro?
Nah, all good and you.
Sharp, welcome. Yes.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Thank you for making the time. I believe you are back at work.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. No, we also back at work, you can see. But this is fun for us, so it's okay. Yeah, I believe you are a fitness enthusiast.
Yes, yeah. No, fitness has been a part of my life for as far as I can remember. So yeah, it becomes a lifestyle, it becomes a way of life, and I can't live without it.
And you have another job as well?
Yes, I have a 9-to-5 job. So that's my priority, but you know, you fit in gym in between, either morning or evening.
You know, off air I said, I'm sure you don't work anywhere else, but...
No.
And your other job is?
So I'm an account manager at an IT company.
Okay.
So yeah, it's quite demanding. The hours are quite long, but you know, you always have to make time afterwards, you know, for gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
You clearly have a good balance.
Yes. That is the key. That is the key.
I'm inspired. Started a good year on a good note.
Yes.
I'm doing this tonight. Telling you.
Good luck.
So tell me something. How do we get back on track after the festivities?
I think the key thing, first and foremost, is to get a routine. If you don't have a routine, you're not going to fit gym in. So, for example, myself, I will make sure that after work, I know that I've got nothing scheduled. So I need to go back, you know, to go into the gym. And then during work as well, it's easier when you're in the office because you can structure your meals a lot better. So if your whole life is structured, it just makes it a lot simpler.
Oh, is that why you're working from the office?
That's why it's easier from the office, just to structure those meals a lot better.
Okay. This may not be a question from me.
Yeah.
After questions come from the audience.
Yes.
So I already confessed that I sometimes go once a month. So
Yeah.
if it says I've never exercised this year, it's a lie. I was there on the second, so
Yeah.
I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
In any case, where do we start? Do we start with meals? Do we start with detox?
Yes.
Do we start with resting better? Do we start with drinking more water? Where do we start?
I think your meals are your essential part. I mean, there's that pyramid that they talk about, and the foundation of that pyramid is, you know, what you're eating, your nutrition. And I think that's the foundation of everything. You could eat well and still look good. I think that the meals are the most important. How you structure them and what you're eating, what you're putting into your body is the most important. Definitely.
And how do we stick to the plan? What do we...
Look, I think the key thing is don't commit yourself to a diet you can't maintain. The key thing is to find something that is sustainable, something, you know, a lifestyle that you can sustain. So, for example, myself, I don't not eat junk or something, you know. During the week, I make sure that I'm eating the clean stuff. You know, you make sure you're eating well during the week. And then on weekends, maybe a Saturday, you schedule a Saturday and you say, I can eat whatever I want to do on a Saturday. You go to a braai or whatever. You know, at least schedule yourself one day of eating whatever you want to. Because it's not realistic to say, well, I'm on a 3-month diet of not eating anything that I like, that ice cream or that pizza. It's not realistic.
But I believe in the beginning it will be a bad distraction if you start eating badly. You need to keep up, because I think you want to start and within like 6-8 weeks start seeing some...
And I hear that and I understand that, but the danger for me is when people go on this 3-month diet, and I've seen this a lot. People go on the 3-month diet, they cut out whatever they love, and then after 3 months, yes, they do get results, but then they go back and binge on whatever they've been missing out on.
I think binging is the key word.
Yes.
You don't binge on anything.
Yeah, well.
I have a friend who's an interventional, what do you call this? They do full nutrition.
Yes.
And he says you can steal 10%. To cheat.
Yes,
You
yes.
can cheat 10%.
Yeah.
So one of these days we'll probably be lucky to have him here. And he's very dynamic. But he says you cannot completely say you're going away from
No, you
cheating,
can't.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I agree with him, and you are right. Maybe reduce your levels of intake, but don't completely go cold turkey and get away from the foods that you love, because it's not realistic. But during the week, I think zero tolerance. Even if that guy in the office comes and says, "Here's a chop," don't.
Oh, you have to have
don't do
some
it.
resistance.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
suppose.
Be structured. Be structured in your own way.
And be structured when you shop as well. That's
Yes.
important.
Yes,
Because apparently some nutritionists actually get paid to take you to a shop
Yes.
and help you buy the right stuff.
That's
so if you
correct.
don't have the wrong stuff,
Yeah.
you'll use it less and less.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. No, that's
Yes.
100% right.
Yeah, no, it's all right. And why do you consider, if I eat healthy and I don't do exercise, why do you consider exercise critical?
Exercise, enhances the eating healthy. So, I mean, you can eat healthy, but then, you're unfit. You need to get fit. Exercise allows you to be fit. It allows you to develop physically. So, as I said, that pyramid, it's nutrition and then working out. Working out is on top of that. So, it is a part of the process. It complements the eating well. And it depends on what your goals are as well.
I suppose also, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Every person's got their own goals.
But I heard somewhere they said building muscle, it's the building block of you.
Yes.
You can't walk if you don't have muscle.
Yes.
You can't do certain things if you don't have muscle. And I believe exercise is also critical in fighting chronic diseases.
Yes, yes, yes.
Usually when Dr. Minga is here, he pitches in and we say, so I suppose it's a no-brainer.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Because I know of people that have actually recovered from diabetes with exercise and diet.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah. And some were pre-diabetic and they managed to avoid. So I suppose you
That's
can't
why the doctors refer it so much. First thing the doctor tells you when you come out, he says, listen, you need to incorporate exercise into your life. And that's because it is essential to a healthy life, not just, to building muscle and looking good for ladies, but just...
No, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I can do that. And I believe the best form of exercise in the beginning is walking.
Yes.
I've
yes.
heard of a famous runner that used to say, you want to run, comrade, I'll make you walk for a few months.
Yeah. That is correct.
And I'll make you walk to strengthen you. And even that process, it actually helps to strengthen.
But that's why when we talk about exercise, people always assume we're referring to the gym or something.
Yeah.
It's not even that.
Yeah.
Get out in the afternoon, walk your dog, walk your children, just take a walk around the block. That is exercise.
Yeah.
That counts as exercise and it does help. Yeah.
I guess.
So,
So how many hours do we need to put a week to get an ideal sexy body, beach body?
Look, I mean, the rest during those workouts is also important. So I would suggest going on a Monday, an hour on a Monday, an hour on a Tuesday, maybe take a rest on a Wednesday for recovery. Stretching is also important. That is so important. Stretching and recovery is part of the process. Then go again on Thursday, and then maybe rest on Friday. Go again Saturday morning. I think is a nice time to train. It keeps you out of trouble on a Friday night as well.
It does.
So
I actually like the Friday
yes. Yeah, well,
section,
yeah.
in a Friday evening section and then another Sunday section.
Yes, and Sunday. I think if you're putting in about 4 or 5 hours a week, it's fair enough.
And in the beginning, you will be more swag.
You'll struggle.
You'll be weaker. You can put in 20 minutes of walking, this of that, a little bit of stretching.
Yes. Yeah, I think 4 to 5 hours is a tough ask when you're starting. So maybe, as I said, walk around the block. Put in a half an hour walks and etc. And then you build from there.
How critical is it, an instructor, trainer?
Look, I mean, it depends on you. I do think, though, it is important for you to have the commitment to go to the gym first or to exercise somehow and then incorporate a trainer instead of the other way around.
My trainer kills me.
I know.
That I was able to say today. she's
no, but they are essential.
Sadistic.
No, they are essential. They do a good job and they push us, that extra mile, but you have to push yourself. You have to be willing.
Yeah. So how many meals should I have daily, more or less?
I think 4 meals is fair enough, because if you wake up in the morning and have breakfast is obviously key. You have to have that. And then maybe have something at about 10 o'clock, well, depending on when you've had your breakfast. And then, obviously your lunchtime, which is between 12 and 2. And then, obviously your dinner.
And on days that you are gymming, how do you separate the intervals between before gym and after gym, the meals?
So personally, what works well for me is that at about 3 o'clock.
It's important, eh?
Yes.
What works well for you?
Yeah, because, we're all different and our bodies are all different, and, we've all got different solutions. So what works well for me is when I eat at about 3, because I'm going to train at about 5 or 6. So I make sure that I eat at about 3 o'clock every day. Well, I'll wake up, eat breakfast, and then I'll eat again at about 11, and then I'll eat at about 3, and then, go to gym, and then eat after gym.
Okay.
Yeah, just.
I'll only be able to tell once I'm consistent in the gym. For now, I'm still taking chances. The story about carbs, what's your opinion?
Carbs are essential. I think it's when you eat them. So try to keep
what
carbs.
kind of carbs?
Yeah, well, that's the key, eh? Bread, things like bread are counterproductive, I find. Carbs like rice, I think are very, very good carbs, and you still need carbs for energy, because you can't cut out carbs. And I've seen people go on a diet where they cut out carbs completely, and then they come back to it strong, because you're going to feel weak and depleted if you don't have carbs. So it's when you eat them. So it's essential to maybe eat them the earlier in the day you can eat them, the better, so that you can burn it off. So that's the advice I would give.
I'd say once you reach a certain level of fitness, your body demands so much food of all kinds.
Yes. You need that
protein,
balance.
veggies. You can't cut anything.
No. That's why I say don't. I see people go on this thing where they cut out carbs, and it's wrong. It's not right.
So you still believe in a balanced diet?
Yes, definitely.
Balanced diet doesn't mean pap like 50% and the others. It means like 20% of this,
exactly.
Carbs, veggies, multiple veggies for vitamins and whatever.
And
supplements? Any supplements?
Yes, look, I think things like glutamine. Glutamine is essential for recovery. That is very good for you. And, obviously the protein shakes that people take in between meals. If you can't fit in that 4 meals, it's good to have a protein shake in between. Just to replace one of those meals. And glutamine helps with recovery, especially when you're starting out. You're going to be very stiff. So that glutamine will help you in terms of that stiffness.
Food lessens the fatigue, lessens the muscle ache.
Yes.
And it helps with recovery.
Yes, and some doctors always say food is like medicine. Honestly, it's a foundation to everything. If you're not going to train hard if you're not eating well.
There's a saying that says you must use food as medicine now, to avoid using medicine as food in the future.
Yes, I like that.
Anyhow, so dry January, do you drink at all sometimes, socially?
I'm fortunate. I don't drink at all.
You call that fortunate?
It's very fortunate, because I can still party, I can still do anything, but I don't drink.
Yeah, it's called discipline, actually.
Yeah.
There are times when I went a year between 2015 and 2016 without touching alcohol.
Yes.
It was very fulfilling how disciplined I was. And I don't have a problem with discipline.
I think look, dry January, what's the point of a dry January, and then the rest of the 11 months you go back to your old lifestyle? I think you've got to, as I said, you need to find sustainable solutions that you can maintain. So a sustainable solution for me in terms of drinking, why don't you say to yourself, I'll drink once a month. Once a month, I'll treat myself to a weekend where I don't care.
And you do not binge drinking.
Yes,
I believe anything around 4 is binge.
Yes. But go enjoy yourself with your friends. One weekend a month, and then that's it. The rest of the 3 weeks, you're disciplined and you're in the gym, and you're looking after yourself.
I went to Durban for New Year's with a friend, and I managed to sneak in 2 sessions.
Yes.
And I'm very proud of myself.
Yes.
But I went out and we spent time in the sun. Stayed up till late. And I think it's all right.
And there is a place for that. There is a place for that. I think a lot of people, what they do, they gym during the week, they go out on the weekend, they get drunk, then they feel low about themselves, and then Tuesday the process starts again, and you kind of get stuck in the same place when you're doing that. That's why I say you need to set boundaries for yourself.
We have a question here from one of our viewers that asks if alcohol is bad for people that want to be fit. One of the answers I can give, I know I'll give you a chance to answer, is that if you drink very badly, you can't even eat.
Yeah.
So if you can't eat, how can you put gym in there?
Yeah,
I know
100%.
I admire people that go on a drinking spree and go in the morning and say, I'm going to detox with gym. I don't know.
But that gym session that they're having is basically counterproductive.
Toxic.
Yeah, your body's not developing really. Maybe mentally it's, you know.
Maybe staying away from alcohol for those few hours while you're in the gym. If it's that bad.
Look, it is bad for you. There's no doubt that it breaks down the body, and it breaks down key things. I mean, I once heard that if you go drinking on a weekend and you go training on Monday and Tuesday, that Monday and Tuesday your body's not really developing from that gym session. So yeah, it does break down
and
a lot.
It's easy for you to believe that. Ne?
Well, it's easier for me.
Yeah. No. Tell me something. Diet-wise, these fashionable diets, let's talk about those now. Fermented foods.
Yeah.
Do you include any of that in your diet?
I do.
Do you think people should do it?
I think they're good for you because they've also got a probiotic
effect on your body.
which is much needed on your gut.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is essential to incorporate them. But once again, balance, not too much of it. Not
because it can make you sick as well.
Exactly.
I mean, drinking 2 sips of kombucha is, you don't take gulps.
Yeah.
You must drink it a little bit.
Yeah.
And the immune boosters and other vitamins.
Yeah, look, I mean, I use Slow Mag just before I train. Slow Mag, so it supplies me magnesium.
They'll have to pay us for that. But it's fine. For now, I'll let it slide.
You let it slide. Yeah, okay, well, taking magnesium for your body is very good.
That's more scientific,
yeah. Magnesium for your body, whichever product you choose to take, is very good for you. It's good for muscle recovery as well.
And the overriding thing is people must read.
Yeah.
Because you cannot just watch a show like this and have all the answers.
100%.
People need to read, and when you read, then you bring the questions to us.
Yes.
Remember, this show is called Ask Your Doctors. People need to come up with things that are topical, things that are relevant to some of the topics that we handle. We usually publish some of our material before the episode is going to play. So we ask them to say, please send your questions in on social media. So people need to read and interact. I always tell my patients in the dental practice, they say, oh, sorry, I mentioned Google to you. I said, no problem. Google, do everything. But don't read one article that you want to believe and then you stick to one story and then you come back and then you argue on one point. Read many things, come in. When I don't know something, I will tell you I'm going to read some more. I'll call somebody or will ask somebody else.
100%.
We need to get information.
Because this subject is so dynamic. It's so dynamic, and bodies are so dynamic. So you are right. The more you can read, the better.
And vitamin D, is it a big factor in? Do you know anything about it?
I mean, it is. I know as much as you know, probably. But I think it is essential. It is good for you. And stuff like red meat, has vitamin D. So I think we incorporate it in our daily diet without even really knowing it.
Okay.
So
I believe vitamin D is a good part of your immune defense.
Yes.
There's articles that we have posted on our website about it, and people can go there and read up about it, and go everywhere else and read up about it. And then in future, we might even have a nutritionist coming in, and we can handle all these nutrition questions. Because I'm getting to the part where I'm stuck now. So we'll have a nutritionist, and then we'll ask all the questions related to vitamin D.
I think it is important. It is important, just like any other of the vitamins.
As for now, I think we will go viral. This is the part where we go and get our updates on COVID, and now to our virologist, Dr. Bunolo Mashishi.
Hello everybody, it's Dr. Mashishi again, and I'm here to give you some very insightful information. So why are vaccines still effective after so many years? So vaccines are really the glory story of our 21st century. They are really designed to help our bodies fight off many infections such as influenza and obviously COVID, as we're currently experiencing now. So we've all heard about the different variants that have been circulating and the different names that have been allocated to these variants. You're all familiar obviously with the Greek alphabet, so that's given by the WHO obviously to name these variants and to prevent confusion amongst all of us. So the variants are named Alpha, Beta, Delta, Epsilon, and now we have Omicron. So the ingredients included in the vaccines, well, firstly, what's not included are microchips. But certainly you can find obviously parts of the virus, either mRNA if you're looking at the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines, or the modified adenovirus in the J&J. Modified adenovirus is obviously a virus that typically causes flu, but guaranteed it will not cause any problems for you.
Thank you, Bunolo. Always helpful. And I'm glad the statistics will improve beyond January. Guys, welcome back. We're hanging out with Hanyane Baloyi. Hi, Sir. Thanks for sticking around.
For sure.
And now we want to find out. Let's say people want to interact with you. Give some of the advice that you've been giving here. They want to follow your pages. They want to see how you do your thing out of here. Let alone the fact that you're going to demonstrate a little bit for us here before we depart. Let's say people want to follow up. I know they will find you on our website because all our guests' details are listed on our website, which is askyourdoctors.co.za.
Yes.
And they will find our blog there as well and read up about some of the articles that have been shared by our very hardworking crew. So how do they find you?
So I'm on Instagram. My handle is @Baloyi14. And there I've got my videos that I put up, home training sessions every Saturday. So yeah, people are more than welcome to visit that page and ask any questions and obviously look at some of the exercises you can do at home.
Not very intimidating.
No, not at all.
Some are impossible.
No, not at all. They're very basic.
I believe you once saw me in a very compromised situation in the gym with my trainer.
A couple of times.
I say yes, not a couple of times.
Yes,
I'm improving.
You are, you really are. By the way, you are.
So, and is it only on Instagram?
Yes, it's mainly on Instagram. Yeah,
okay.
It's only on Instagram.
Okay, cool, man. Like I said, our audience, you can find us on askyourdoctors.co.za, or by the way, you can also post some of your questions on the website after you read some of the blogs. And we are on Instagram, we are on Twitter, we are on TikTok, we are on Facebook. So when you go to YouTube, please do the right thing and subscribe. Do not forget. And until next time, when we possibly will be getting you, next episode we'll be dealing with how we getting through the mental state of January, after December. We'll be handling a lot of things that have to do with our mental state in January. And if we are lucky, we can even talk about how the kids should be handled in January when we cope.
Hi guys, I'm Hanyane Baloyi, a fitness enthusiast, and I'm going to show you some exercises you can do at home. I'm going to try and cover the upper body, the core, and your legs, and some burpees to cover the whole body. So just to start off with is a basic exercise which I think we've all done in school, is your push-ups. Now, push-ups, obviously, make sure your back is straight and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And if you are struggling with push-ups, with the normal push-ups, you can start with your knees on the ground, just to start off with, and down, up, down, up, down, up. And as you develop, then obviously your legs will then come up. I think the key with these is set yourself targets every week and say, this week I need to do 100, or this week I need to do, 200. You can break that 200 or 100 into, sets of 10. I think that's the key thing with push-ups. And then next I want to go on to the core. So on core, you just go on your back, boom, and you do sit-ups. Your knees straight like that, then up, up, And once again, set yourself targets. Maybe, say I'll do 10 push-ups and 10 sit-ups just to start off with every 2 days. These are basic things you can just do even when you just get out of bed. And then, just for a bit of cardio, we'll go on to jumping jacks. These are very basic as well. I would expect nothing less than at least 20 to start off with. I know you guys are fit out there. Boom. There we go. Those are your jumping jacks, and then we can go on to burpees. I know in rugby I hated burpees. These are the worst. But yeah, when you're ready and you're feeling fit and strong, you can get started with these. So you start in that push-up position, down, up, 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 up. Yeah, those are very tiring. So once again, something easy you can do at home. And then lastly, just to cover the legs, you can just do standing squats. Get into that position. Try and get your legs into a 90 degree. Up, up. Make sure your back is as straight as it can be. Up, up, up. Boom. Yes, guys, there we go. There's a couple of exercises you can do at home. You don't even need any equipment. You can just do it all on your own. So good luck. Start off January 2022 nicely. Good luck, everybody. Thanks.
My brother, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Until next time, keep asking away.